morning, guys. I'm here at the Daniel Island Club, and today I'm going to take you through my ultimate driving range warm-up routine. This is a simple routine that'll take you about 5 minutes to do on the range and to get your body prepped and ready to go for the first tee. All we're going to be using today in terms of equipment is just a golf club and a light super band. That's it. That fits nice and easy into your bag. So let's get started. So for our first exercise, we're going to do what we call a hip hinge. You're going to stand nice and close to the golf club, feet about hip width apart, and you're going to separate the golf club from your hips by hinging your butt back, tilting the club forward, and standing nice and tall. The purpose of this drill is to get the hips mobile. So if you see from the side here, what I'm looking to do is really crease the body at my waist and not really squat too much. So you're really driving your hips and butt back and tilting the golf club forward. Okay, so that's number one. Exercise number two, we're going to assume a wide stance, okay, comfortable but wide, holding the golf club up at about chest height. We're just going to alternate sitting into one side at a time, trying to get the trail leg as straight as possible. As you sit back, focus on getting the hips and butt back, and you're sitting into the heel of your foot from side to side. Okay, that's exercise number two. We're going to put the golf club down. Now we're going to use our super band. So for these next couple, we're going to warm up our upper body and our shoulders. We're going to start by just holding the light band nice and wide, good athletic posture, and we're just going to come up and over all the way around. Nice and slow, nice and easy. If you feel any pain through this movement, don't go quite as far. One thing to avoid as we're going up and over, try not to flare the ribs and the stomach out. Really stay nice and compact with your posture and just work through the shoulders. From there, we're just going to do a band pull apart to help get the muscles fired up in the back side of the shoulder, holding the band a little bit close together at chest height, hands out in front. Without bending the elbows, pull the band apart and back in. That band should come right about chest height. And again, what we're looking to avoid in this drill is as we pull, we don't want to hunch our shoulders up, keep the shoulders down away from the ears, pull that band apart. Keeping with the pull apart concept now, we're going to work external rotation of the shoulder. So this time we're going to go palms up, holding the band, elbows pinned in nice and tight to the body. Go ahead and separate those hands apart, keeping your elbows in nice and tight. So pull it apart and in. It's not a very big range of motion. And again, what we want to avoid is those elbows coming off the body. So stay nice and compact. Pull it apart. And again, guys, breathe as you're going through this. You want to work through about 10 repetitions of each of these exercises. Next up, we're going to add in a little bit of rotation now. So we're going to hold the band. We're going to assume a golf posture, and then just go ahead and extend your arms out in front, just with a tiny bit of tension onto that band, keeping the lower body stable. Go ahead and rotate the upper body one side at a time. As we rotate, our focus is on turning our upper back or our T-spine. Really staying nice and quiet with that lower body. Okay, next up, we're going to keep the rotation going, but this time we're going to split our stance. So one foot's going to be in front of the other. We're going to hinge our hips a tiny bit to get in a good athletic posture. Then we're going to bring the band back, and this time we're going to rotate the band over our front leg. So we're going to sit into the hip, load the heel, load the glutes, and then turn over. Switch sides, same thing. Small hinge back, sitting into that front foot, hands out in front, and turn over the front leg. Again, looking for about 8 to 10 reps per side. And then for our last drill, we're going to put all the different movements together, combine the upper and lower body, and we're going to go through a reverse lunge with an overhead raise. So you're going to set up, again, band out in front, not too much tension. We're going to step back into a lunge, and as we do so, go ahead, nice big overhead reach, and come back. Work that same leg over and over, step back, arms straight, reach to the ceiling, separate the band a little bit at the top, okay? From the side angle here, notice as I step back, my weight shift is going to stay on my front side. I'm not drifting back, I'm staying into that front hip. Nice big reach overhead, and come back down. So this is a great way to help mobilize the entire body, get your muscles activated, increase mobility and flexibility. And again, all you could do is just set up here on the driving range. You don't need much room, you don't need much equipment, just a golf club and a super band. And I hope you enjoy the brand new driving range warm-up video.